Good afternoon, everyone, and today I'm going to introduce a musical instrument for you. My father once told me a story about 1400 years ago. A group of people and horses slowly journeyed to China from a faraway land. There were many necessities carried on the horses' back. One of the horses was carrying something very special, a musical instrument with 2 strings. Perhaps it is because of fear that the bow for playing the instrument would fall off. It was inserted between 2 strings. It was during the Tang Dynasty when the story happened, and the road they marched on was called the Silk Road, and the special instrument was called Erhu, which is the subject of my speech today. In Chinese, Erhu is composed in 2 words, Erhu. Er means 2, the 2 strings, and Hu, which itself consists of 2 Chinese characters. One is ancient, and the other part is moon. I would like to think as a moon rising from the ancient past, which gives the instruments an air of mystery and romance. 2-string instruments, in my opinion, reflect the unique Oriental aesthetic of sound. In Korean, there have 2-string hanjian. In Thailand, there have 2-string soduang. And in Mongolia, there have 2-string morankar. They're all the story about 2 strings. So, a 2-string instrument is intimately connected with our life. Now a little bit about myself. I was born in an Erhu family. My great-grandfather, my grandfather, and my father, they are all Erhu musicians. And I grew up with Erhu. When I was a child, it was my favorite toy. Perhaps it is because Erhu is made from all natural materials. It is easy to imitate sound. So, listen. This is a bird singing. This is a horse running. Then it's tired running and make a cry for help. At last, an ambulance come to rescue. So I grew up with those sounds. Years later, I went to primary school. I'm so introverted. I didn't like to talk. So Erhu became a friend for me to express my emotions. The Erhu can show all my thoughts. Thanks to the Erhu, now I can understand the world and understand others' feelings. Everyone has their ups and downs. When I'm happy, the Erhu also smile. humans seek to find a balance between happiness and sadness. As a Chinese saying goes, extreme happiness begets sorrow, and extreme sorrow begets happiness. Those two things are philosophy from Tai Chi, and Erhu is an instrument that can best expresses the wisdom of Tai Chi. Two strings like yin and yang, which can depict Chinese thought and mentality. When I was young, I came to realize that language can allow communication between people. Well, music can allow communication between heart. So, back to the story at the beginning. I know why that people need to carry these instruments, because those people need to share their feelings and emotions along the long journey. So I too carried my instruments with me everywhere I go. In China, Erhu is like this. In French, it will become romance and warm. Will be passionate in Argentina. Wild in Russia. United States. So this time, Erhu is like this. Erhu is such a beautiful instrument with 1400-year-long history. Erhu is an instrument that can sing the beauty of love and harmony of the world. And Erhu is truly the best friend of my life. though it sometimes saddens me to see Erhu, just like other traditions in the world, has gradually been far away from our life. However, I, as a young person, hope that my efforts can re-engage Erhu with people today, and I'm hopeful that this amazing culture will continue bring us pleasure and thrive in the future. So, this is the story that I want to share with you today. It's just a tiny piece of traditions and history, and I hope you like it. This time, I will bring you a piece of music that's written by my grandfather. Horses Groping. Thank you.
Thank you.